WWE legend Ted DiBiase shares heartfelt tribute following Hulk Hogan's passing, recalls emotional Vince McMahon Sr. moment. The wrestling world is still reeling from the loss of one of its biggest icons, Hulk Hogan. The WWE Hall of Famer, who passed away at the age of 71 following a cardiac arrest on Thursday, has left an indelible legacy that few in sports entertainment can rival. Tributes have been pouring in from fans, wrestlers, and celebrities around the globe, and among the most emotional came from WWE legend Ted DiBiase Sr. Taking to his official account on X, formerly Twitter, DiBiase poured his heart out in a touching message honoring his late friend and in-ring rival. In addition to expressing his sorrow, the former $1 Million Man shared a powerful and personal story involving Hogan's debut match at Madison Square Garden in 1979, an unforgettable moment for both men and a pivotal point in WWE history. DiBiase recalled a conversation he had with Vince McMahon Sr., father of former WWE chairman Vince McMahon, prior to the bout. According to DiBiase, McMahon Sr. pulled him aside backstage before the match and said something that stuck with him for decades. "We have high hopes for him," McMahon Sr. said of Hogan, who at the time was a young, ambitious talent just beginning to carve his path in the world of professional wrestling. That night, on December 17, 1979, a young Hulk Hogan made his Madison Square Garden debut, and he did it in grand fashion by defeating Ted DiBiase Sr. in what would become a legendary performance. DiBiase noted that although the match was scripted, he could sense something special in Hogan from the moment they stepped in the ring. "He had the charisma, the presence, and the energy that you can't teach," DiBiase wrote. "It was clear that he was going to be a superstar." DiBiase went on to describe the mutual respect the two shared throughout their careers, despite often playing rival roles in storylines. Behind the scenes, Hulk was always respectful, passionate about the business, and deeply connected to the fans. His love for pro wrestling was real, and it showed every time he stepped into the ring, DiBiase added. But the admiration for Hogan wasn't limited to just the wrestling world. UFC President Dana White also paid tribute to the late WWE legend during an appearance on Jesse Watters' Primetime on Fox News. White remembered Hogan fondly and praised his larger-than-life impact, not just on wrestling, but on American pop culture at large. He also referred to Hogan's memorable appearance at the Republican National Convention nearly a year ago, saying, "That was classic Hulk. Always bold, always entertaining. He was a true showman who brought smiles to millions." White emphasized that Hogan's influence extended far beyond the squared circle. He was a crossover icon. Whether you were a fight fan, a wrestling fan, or someone who grew up in the 80s and 90s, Hulk Hogan was a household name. That kind of reach is rare. As tributes continue to flood social media, it's clear that Hogan's impact stretched across generations and industries. From his early days as a fresh face in Madison Square Garden to becoming the face of WWE and later a pop culture phenomenon, Hulk Hogan's journey was nothing short of legendary. Ted DiBiase's message served as both a reminder of Hogan's humble beginnings and a celebration of what he became, a larger-than-life figure who changed the landscape of professional wrestling forever.